The mayor of San Francisco, a little upset with the school board. This I found fascinating because even San Francisco's mayor is upset by the fact that the school board in San Francisco has plans for changing the names of schools by April. Okay, they're going to change the names of 44 schools. And they have that plan all set by April. Because those are offensive names like Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. But there's no plan by April or by any time to reopen the schools.
That's good stuff, man.
Sure is. And frankly, I was stunned that the mayor of San Francisco even noticed it. And not only did he notice it, he's pissed off by it.
Wow.
How about that? Good for you, London Breed. Good for you. He said, I understand the significance of the name of a school, and a school's name should instill a feeling of pride in every student to walk through the doors, regardless of their race, blah, blah, blah. What I cannot understand is why the school board is advancing a plan to have all these schools renamed by April when there isn't a plan to have our kids back in the classroom by then. I mean, that's so true and just absolutely dead on. And in city after city, that's the case. They're messing around with other things and will not reopen the schools. They don't even have a plan to reopen the schools. And people are getting pissed off about it. We got an irate parent yelling at a local school board. This guy starts out very, very calmly.
Does he?
And then he kind of intensifies.
Virginia. This is in Virginia.
This is in Virginia. And so this impassioned plea, open the schools so our kids can learn again. For the love of heaven, they're falling behind. They're a year behind other countries now. They're a year behind. Let's get going here. Reopen the schools. And what they have to say is, can somebody wipe down the microphone? And he hears it, and so he's like, yeah, because we don't want to get infected.
Yeah. And he said, wipe it down ahead of time. That's what he yelled to. I love that. But, I mean, the frustration is real, and it's everywhere.
Can security remove him from the hall for us?
That's their big deal. No response. I mean, they got nothing to say about what he said. They can't respond because what could possibly be the response to that? They all know it's true. They all know what he said was true. And that it's felt by probably almost every parent in the school district.
Yeah.
Get the kids back in school. For the love of heaven, come on now. We're going on a year here.
I'm telling you, man, these private schools, they need to market their schools as the anti hose down school where your kids can come and learn without sitting around in masks all day.
Right.
And having hand sanitizers every 2 feet.
Yep.
And still getting to do activities. I drove by a school the other day and the kids were running around in the field with masks on, all of them. So you know it was required. Are you kidding me? It was 72 degrees, perfect weather, and these poor kids are running around on the field with masks on.
Mm-hmm. If they're in school, that's what they're doing.
If they're even in school, thank you. And can we just say the mayor of San Francisco, here's the quote, a school's name should instill I know this is kind of backtracking, a feeling of pride in every student that walks through its doors, because Abraham Lincoln, which is one of the names of the schools on the chopping block, the guy who freed the slaves doesn't instill pride?
Right.
This world is mad, man.
Yeah, because he didn't say enough about the plight of blacks, I guess, in the time frame they wanted him to. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there, but it's just bizarre. But at least London Breed is saying,
right,
get him back in school. Will you get him? Let's get a plan here to get him back.
You've got a far left mayor like that, realizing how absurd this is.
Yeah, and school districts like these boneheads, like these buffoons in Virginia who just sit there like stumps after the guy has made this impassioned plea, and the only thing they can say is,
can somebody wipe down the microphone, please?
Wipe it down.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it.